Editing sidebar content. Sidebar content is used for important links or information that will be displayed on the right side of the page. Up to 3 sidebar modules can be placed on a page, and sidebars are only available on the template page standard. There are 4 basic types of sidebars: layout editor, which is text, list, image, and video. Let's practice adding a list sidebar to our training page. For training, we will add a list sidebar. Scroll down to the bottom of your page. Click on the blue plus sign next to Additional Sidebar. Select Content Type List from the drop-down menu. Be sure you select your content type before filling out any other fields or it could lead to errors. In the sidebar heading field, enter a title for the sidebar. For training, title it Lecture Series. If you would like a subheading that appears above the bulleted list, enter it in the subheading field. For training, add the explanation, Learn about bears from an expert. To add each item in the bulleted list, select Add List Item. Continue selecting Add List Item for each bulleted item you would like to add. For training, add a total of 3 list items. Add and format your text for each bulleted point. For training, the first list item will be Bears of North America. The second list item will be Bears and Humans. The third list item will be Bears and Politics. You can format and hyperlink your list using the tools at the top of your page. When you publish the page, your bulleted list will now appear on the right side of the page. To add a second or third sidebar, scroll down to the bottom of the page where the right sidebar content is located. Select the blue notepad icon and choose Insert Above or Below depending on where you would like the new sidebar to be displayed. From the Content Type drop-down menu, select the type of sidebar you would like to add. To make edits to the sidebar, scroll down to the bottom of the page where the right sidebar content is located. Select the blue notepad icon. Select Insert Above or Below, duplicate, move up, move down, or remove depending on the action you would like to take. Publish, check in, and save. There are 3 options for saving a page: publish, check in, and save. Publishing a page. Publishing a page saves your content, checks it in for others to make changes to, and sends it to the live site. Your edits sync to the public site at 15 minutes past the next hour. Once you have finished adding or editing content on a page, click the Publish icon, the first icon on the gray toolbar with the paper in the sideways arrow. Your page will now be available for viewing in the alias and will be seen on the site. To see a preview, click on the Alias tab, and then click on the file path. This will display the edits you just made. Changes to your website will go live to the public every hour at 15 minutes past the hour. This is the option that we prefer you use. And as publishers for Northern Arizona University, this is the option that we use 99% of the time. Checking in a page. Checking in a page saves your content and checks it in for others to make changes, but does not send it to the live site. This option is useful if both you and a coworker have a number of changes to make to a page. One person would start making changes and check it in. The next person would edit the page, then check it in and publish it. Once the first person is finished adding or editing content on a page, click the check-in icon on the gray toolbar, the piece of paper with the up arrow. Your changes will be saved and you will return to the CMS homepage. The page will not be viewable on the site and will not have an alias to preview, but your content will be saved and available to publish at a later time. Saving a page. Saving a page saves all your edits but does not check it in and does not send it to the live site. We advise saving a page only when you're working for a while on a page to ensure that you do not lose your edits. If you save a page and close the window, you will lock the page and no one else will be able to edit it. Once you have finished adding or editing content on a page, click the Save icon, the disk, in the gray toolbar. If you are saving a new page, your work will be saved. You will remain in the editing page. The page will be viewable within the CMS, but not on the site. It will not have an alias to preview, but your content will be saved and available to publish at a later time. If you are saving an existing page, your changes will be kept, but will not be viewable on the site until you click Publish. As mentioned before, we suggest publishing your pages. Page status. The page status lets you know what state your page is in. You can see a page's status by clicking on the name of your folder and it will display the web pages within that folder. For training, click on the name of the folder, Ektron CMS. Status details. A status of A means available. You want all of your smart forms or your web pages to be in an A status, because this indicates the information has been saved, is visible on the public server, and can be edited by anyone who has permissions to this folder. I is for checked in. This status indicates that changes to the smart form have been saved and have been checked in so anyone else with permissions to the page can make edits. When the page is completed, it can be checked in and then published. O stands for open. Someone has saved the smart form and it is locked to them. To not lose any changes, the person who saved the page should go back in and publish it. If the person who saved the page is no longer available, contact us by emailing us at eden-help@nau.edu or giving us a call at 3-9267, and we can publish the page for you. However, all changes will be lost. Tip: if your changes are not showing on the public university site, check your status to make sure it is an A. Pages not listed as A status generally need to be published. How to edit content via surf and edit mode. Surf and edit mode allows you to surf your site and make corrections to the page you are viewing. Publishers use this often, especially when it's a quick change and they would rather surf on the front side of their web page than navigate to the folder structure. For surf and edit mode, log into Ektron CMS. Open a new tab or window and navigate to the page you want to edit. Place your cursor in the URL window before nau.edu. Type in CMS work dot and then click the Enter or Return key. On the top of the page, hover over the small bubble icon. The Editor's menu will display. Select Edit. You will now be in the content editor for your page. Make your changes. Important! When done with your edit, click Publish to save your changes. If you decided you do not want to make any changes, do not click out of the window. You must use the Cancel button if you did not make changes. If you just close the window, your page will come out of an A status and will be locked to other users. You have now completed your Ektron CMS training. See the directions on our CMS training page at nau.edu/CMS training for the next steps.